Radar 3, maintain 4,000, direct to Brook.
04 to direct to Brook.
Radar 3, contact Dulles departure on frequency 124.65.
124.65, so long.
So long. Swift 71, fly heading 315. Join J149, resume your own navigation, climb and maintain 17,000.
Climbing at 17,000, heading 315 for Jet 149, Swift 71.
Swift 21, contact Dulles on 134. Correction, Swift 71, contact Dulles on 134.2. Good day.
34271, good day. Delta 209, turn left heading 280.
Left to 280, Delta 209.
Approach American 1581 with the out of 2.
American 1581, Washington departure, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000.
Up to 17,000, American 1581.
Delta 209, turn left heading 240.
Left to 240, Delta 209.
Delta 209, turn right, heading 270, direct Linden when able, and resume your own navigation.
Okay, we'll go direct Linden right now, Delta 209.
American 1581, turn left heading 290, vectors for your climb.
290 on the heading, American 1581.
Delta 209, contact Dulles approach control 134.2, good day.
342, so long.
American 1581, turn left heading 230, vectors for your climb.
230 on the heading, American 1581.
Washington, Star 2699, Golf 3000. Star 99 Golf, flighting 330, climb maintain 4,000. 330, 4,000. Delta 743, Washington, departure control, climb maintain flight over 230. Star 99 Golf, climb maintain 6,000. American 1581, turn right heading 320, join J149, resume your own navigation.
320 to join the airway, American 1581.
American 1581, contact Dulles approach 134.2, good day.
342, American 1581, so long.
Delta 743, proceed direct Linden, resume your own navigation, contact the Washington Center 120.65. Star 99 Golf, turn left heading 270, contact Dulles approach 126.65, expect vectors Casanova. 126.65 and 270.
Good afternoon, Washington, US Air 237's out of 1,500 for 5,000.
US Air 237, Washington departure, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000.
Say again, please.
Maintain 15,000.
Up to 15,000, US Air 237.
Good afternoon, departure Northwest 1243 is 1.745.
US Air 237, turn left heading 210. Join the Gordonsville 056 radio, resume your own navigation.
Left 210, join the Gordonsville 056, US Air 237.
Northwest 1243, Washington departure, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000.
17,000 Northwest 1243. That was 17,000 for Northwest 1243.
Northwest 1243, affirmative.
Thank you.
US Air 237, climb maintain flight level 210.
So 237 up to flight level 210.
Let me know if you get on top, US Air 237. US Air 237, if you get on top, advise, please.
Roger, US Air 237.
Northwest 1243, turn left heading 290, expect vectors J518.
290 Northwest 1243.
Northwest 1243, contact Dulles approach control 134.2, good day.
3042 Northwest 1243, so long.
Sabre 160 Whiskey, Washington. Climb and maintain flight over 230.
Who was that for, please?
Stable Atlanta 60 Whiskey, flighting 220, join the Washington 246 radio, resume your own navigation. US Air 237, maintain flight level 210, contact the Washington Center 135.4.
Okay, leveling at 210, 135.4, US Air 237.
Delta 621, did you call? Delta 621, reduced to 250 knots, flighting 200. Heading is 200. Delta 621, climb, maintain flight over 230.
Departure TWA 181 is out of 2,000 for 5,000.
TWA 181, Washington departure control, roger. TWA 181, climb, maintain 17,000.
TWA 181 is climbing to 17,000.
60 Whiskey, what's your heading? All right, the heading assigned is 220, join the Washington 246 radio, resume your own navigation. Delta 621, flighting 220, join the Washington 246 radio, resume your own navigation. Expect normal speed of 15 miles. 60 Whiskey, best forward speed when you can. November 77 Mike, Washington, roger. November 60 Whiskey, contact the Washington Center on 135.4. TWA 181, turn left heading turn left direct Linden on course.
TWA 181, left turn direct Linden on course.
TWA 181, maintain 17,000, contact Dulles approach on 134.2.
TWA 181, good day.
Delta 621, resume normal speed, what's your question? All right, climbing up, light rime, 30 miles back, thanks. November 77 Mike, did you copy that icing report? There's a MD-88 about 40 ahead of you. He picked up light rime ice climbing up to 230.
Afternoon departure now, 621 is with you out of 800 for 5.
Delta 621, contact the center 135.4.
That was United 621.
Good day, United 621, watch departures, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000.
United 621, 17,000.
Air Wisconsin 69, climb and maintain flight level 200, intercept the Washington 246 radio, resume your own navigation. United 621, turn left heading 190, expect on course leaving 11,000.
Left turn 190, United 621.
Air Wisconsin 69, contact center 135.4. United 621, turn right heading 295, join J149, resume your own navigation.
Right turn 295, J149, own nav, United 621.
United 621, contact Dulles 134.2.
134.2, United 621, good day.
Delta 901 out of 1,000 feet.
Delta 901, watch departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000.
901 to 17,000.
Who just called, Wash? It's 1606. You're probably off at Dulles, aren't you? Okay, return to the tower frequency. They'll give you a new frequency.
Departure Swift 901, wait to pass in 1,500 for 3,000.
Swift 91, watch departure, radar contact. Delta 901, turn left heading 260.
901, roger.
Washington departure, Sabre 903 kilos out of 1,300 for 5,000.
Sabreliner 903 kilos, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000.
Climb maintain 17,000 for Sabre 03 kilo.
Swift 91, do not exceed 230 knots, turn right heading 330, climb maintain 4,000.
Swift 901, right turn 330, do not exceed 230 out of 3 for 4,000.
Delta 901, turn left heading 190.
901, roger.
Swift 91, turn right heading 350.
Swift 91, right 350.
Swift 901, climb and maintain 17,000.
Swift 901 up to 17,000.
Today 395 is out of 1 for 3.
City Bay 395, Washington departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 3,000.
Climbing to 3, debate.